Welcome to BFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Narissa Bostwick. On the local scene, Minister of Education and National Reconciliation, Honorable Curtis King, along with Dr. Idalia Ferdinand and Ms. Cathy Badnock of the School Safety Unit, are currently in St. Lucia attending the 4th Caribbean Ministerial Forum on School Safety, hosted by the Caribbean Safe School Initiative, CSSI, from May 14th to 15th. While there, SVG will present on the UNESCO Student Emergency Response Team's CERT initiative. Titled Enhanced Collaboration and Action Towards School Safety in the Caribbean, the forum brings together regional education ministers, disaster risk experts, and development partners under an inclusive process to enhance school safety mechanisms across the region. This year's forum builds on the success of the 3rd Ministerial Forum in St. Martin and provides a valuable opportunity for reflection and discussion. St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Tuesday, May 13th, launched its anticipated high-impact year-long advertising campaign in London, capturing the attention of United Kingdom UK holidaymakers looking for a refined and refreshingly different Caribbean escape. The Discover More campaign was launched in collaboration with Virgin Atlantic on the streets of the historic Kensington Court as part of the destination's efforts to increase visibility and boost visitor arrivals to the Caribbean island. As part of the promotional campaign, 10 branded iconic London black cabs were unveiled featuring eye-catching St. Vincent and the Grenadines imagery. The popular London black cabs will act as roving billboards across the City of London over the next 12 months, promoting the destination and the convenient Virgin Atlantic flight from London Heathrow to Argyle International Airport. The campaign also supports holiday bookings via Virgin Atlantic Holidays, where 6 SVG properties are currently featured: Sandals St. Vincent, Beckway Beach Hotel, Blue Lagoon Hotel and Marina, Young Island Resort, the Liming Beckway, and Beckway Plantation Hotel. These listings allow UK consumers to explore and book SVG stays directly. Minister of Tourism, Civil Aviation, Sustainable Development and Culture, Honorable Carlos James, welcomed the initiative as the multi-island destination ramps up its presence as a globally competitive tourism destination. The Ministry of Transport Works, Lands and Physical Planning wishes to advise the public that as part of ongoing works on the Hopewell Maroon Hill Road Rehabilitation Project, cutting of the upper embankment is being carried out on sections between Hopewell and the Cotton Ground Junction. Due to the variable nature of the material present in the upper embankment and its steepness, some landslides have occurred, causing closure of the road at various intervals during the past 3 months. In light of the upcoming rainy season, additional land slippage is likely to occur, both from weather events and the construction works. To ensure public safety, be advised that further road closures cannot be avoided. The ministry will endeavor to implement engineering and traffic interventions that will keep the road open as long as possible. The ministry is therefore advising road users who traverse the Mesopotamia Greggs Road to use alternative routes in the interim. The Ministry of Transport Works, Lands and Physical Planning sincerely regrets any inconvenience caused. On to regional news. The Ministry of Health in Guyana has ramped up testing for dengue fever in Region 6 as that part of the country continues to see a big increase in the number of dengue cases, Minister of Health Dr. Frank Anthony disclosed yesterday. Speaking to reporters at the Ministry of Health, Dr. Anthony said in response to the increasing number of cases being recorded, his ministry has dispatched more than 4,000 testing kits to Region 6 alone. Dengue is a viral infection that spreads from mosquitoes to people and is more common in tropical and subtropical climates. Common symptoms include high fever, headache, body aches, nausea, and rash. Last week, a 12-year-old boy, Lukish Ibrahim, who resided in Region 6, died from dengue. His case remains under active investigation. There have been several other deaths recorded over the past year in different parts of the country. According to News Source Guyana, Minister Anthony said a special team comprising health experts from the Ministry of Health is closely monitoring the situation and is providing medical support to local hospitals in the region. A group of soldiers from the Guyana Defense Force, GDF, came under fire on Tuesday and Wednesday while conducting patrols in the Cayuny River near the border with Venezuela. In a statement early this morning, the Guyana Defense Force said there were 3 separate attacks within the past 24 hours, but there were no injuries to the Guyanese soldiers. The attacks on the GDF patrols were reportedly carried out by armed men dressed in civilian clothing on the Venezuelan side of the border. According to News Source Guyana, the GDF said on each of the 3 occasions that its ranks came under gunfire between Etiringbang and Macapa. They executed a measured response. The Guyana Defense Force said it remains resolute in its mission to protect Guyana's territorial integrity and ensure the safety of its citizens, explaining that it will continue to respond to acts of aggression along the Guyana-Venezuela border and will maintain regular patrols along the Cayuny River. In news and international scene, U.S. President Donald Trump's claim that India has offered to drop all tariffs on goods imported from his country has been swiftly disputed by Delhi. In a statement to local news agencies, India's Foreign Minister S. Jaishankar countered the claim, saying talks are still going on and nothing is decided till everything is. According to BBC News, the statement is in stark contrast to comments by President Trump to reporters earlier in the day when he declared Delhi had offered us a deal where basically they are willing to literally charge us no tariff. India and the United States are currently in talks to negotiate a trade agreement. India's foreign minister said today that any trade deal has to be mutually beneficial and work for both countries. And finally, the news at this hour. Police in Mexico have arrested a retired judge accused of tampering with evidence related to the disappearance of 43 students from Iguala more than a decade ago. Lambertina Galina Marin was the president of the Superior Tribunal of Justice in the state of Guerrero when the trainee teachers went missing in 2014. According to the BBC, the 79-year-old is suspected of having given an order that led to the disappearance of CCTV footage, which investigators said was key to the case. She was arrested 3 years after a warrant for her arrest had been issued. This has been WeFM's 3 p.m. News. I am your presenter, Narissa Bostwick, and thank you for listening. Do join us at 5:30 p.m. when we will bring you our next newscast.
WeFM reminds and encourages the general public and users of the Kittles Beach to keep it clean at all times. Discard of all garbage properly. It is illegal to remove the sand from the beach. Let us keep the Kittles Beach and other beaches